That I Will Survive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah, so for sure it's definitely been a minute since we recorded anything and gave our opinion on certain subject matters, but too much time is going past without saying something. So without further ado, we gotta say something. so many things to touch on. I don't even know where to begin. Definitely just our opinions and stuff that we're hearing. So everything is alleged into proven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing that anybody's saying is a fact. It's just opinions.
Okay, so do we know that lady name from the I Will Survive shit?
Her name is Gloria Gaynor.
Right. And so Gloria Gaynor is the I Will Survive lady, right?
Yes.
Which that song resonates with a lot of with the LGBT community.
Correct.
And
like
everything.
A gay anthem.
Yeah, I mean, and just anybody who survives some circumstances like abuse or whatever. It's just a song that's saying I survived some shit. So it's ironic to me how all of a sudden you donating to the Republican Party.
$22,000 since 2016.
Since 26 fucking teen. Bitch, you can't even, and according to Trump supporters, that's not even a lot. Like, that's like giving $1.50 compared to the people that's paying millions of dollars to bend the fucking knee.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, just the shit that I hear on the news about Donald Trump, you want to use your I Will Survive as for him when I'm trying to survive on a daily basis to perform my job without going fucking crazy.
Exactly. So Gloria Gaynor and I Will Survive is not the only survivor we acknowledging. From here on out is gonna be Destiny's Child survivor. That's it.
That's it. This lady, she could go to fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then she proud of it. I just hate when people be so proud to support something, and I don't even know if they know the reason. I think they do it to try to rebrand themselves.
Perhaps, people can be hard up for money or whatever. And if you said that and, kept it real and been like, look, I just got bills, blah, 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 I need to do this. Nobody's going to admit that, though. They'll come up with any other excuse except for what it is. And if you said what it is, maybe I'd respect you a little bit more. But being invited to the Kennedy Center by Donald Trump is insane.
And he don't even want that shit to be the Kennedy Center anymore. She just stupid. I don't even want to spend no more time on her. Fuck her. She gonna be on a fucking show talking about I Will Survive America with the backlash they fucking gave me. But to that point of what people will do, is Nelly. Right? So of course I hate the fact that he did what he did. And after watching the show, it's like I almost want to understand, but I just hate the reasoning. It's like I'm not them, so I can't tell them what to do. I ain't putting money in their pocket. I'm not taking care of their family, so I can't tell them what to do. But I just feel like morally, have a little more fucking respect for yourself, right? So this is the thing. Donald Trump want to pay you X amount of millions so you can perform E-I-E-I-O or whatever the fuck you want to do. And that's fine. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't have to say nothing to nobody. But if you're going to say something meaningful. Don't be like, I don't see racism. I don't think systemic racism matters. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Talking about you don't see this. He probably don't see nothing on them damn allegations that he had. But it's like, even if he just said, like, I got some bills to pay, running out of money, I can understand that.
The show did open up my eyes a little bit more as to his reasoning. That still, morally doesn't make it okay. We don't know what people have going on in their lives privately, what their financials is looking like. And this is the reason why people like money is the root of all evil, because it will have you doing things that you never thought and never imagined that you could do. It's like Foxy Brown said, trips to Benny's have you living on your knees. She's absolutely correct. You'll do whatever, whenever, however, some people, for money.
Do you dismiss all that money just because you're going to go? Or do you dismiss that money because you go against your morals? Again, if I'm offered $5 million to go in the Rose Garden and he want to walk past twice, you know what I'm saying? I might fucking do it. and be like, look at his fucking fat ass ankles. But I'm not going against my morals. So if there's a stipulation that I could breach, without breaching my contract, I'll go. Other than that, it's not worth it. I'd rather live my life fulfilled that I did the right thing than not. And again, when you got money in front of you, I don't know. But again, don't give me the bullshit. Right. Be straight up with it. I'll be like, look, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to donate to this, that, and the third, and really, really stick to it. But the bullshit, I can't do it.
Well, everybody's not, is not going to be as upstanding. And people have a right to, be private about what's going on in their life or what they have. Like, you don't have to, everybody doesn't have to let you in on what bills they're behind on and stuff like that. Because, people in regular life don't do that. Much less celebrities. You know what I mean? So I get it, and I can see two sides of the coin. But yeah, no.
Yeah, well, like I said, if he would have just kept it real, or maybe that's really how he felt. But I'm just saying, when you in hard times, I'm sure you'll be looking out the window looking for Nate like I'm in a bond. But other than that,
hard times will have you like, remember all the times you overspent and left a heavy tip, and you did all that when you ain't got no goddamn money. You know what I mean? You be thinking about all the stuff.
Yeah. I remember one time I was mad for everything I did the week before, trying to ball out.
Exactly.
Get that fucking 20% gratuity.
Exactly.
Oh, we got to touch on the 20% gratuity at these restaurants. But since we talking about Nelly, we might as well talk about Snoop Dogg too. So, Snoop did the dumb shit DJing for Donald Trump, but I don't even care about that. It's like, I'm sorry, but West Coast people be pissing me off. Like, Ice Cube done proven to be a coon to me, and Snoop Dogg out here cooning and buffooning. How you gonna talk about you afraid to take your grandson to the movie theater, or did he?
It was, and I'm gonna clear this up too. It's not West Coast people; it's men of a certain age.
Okay.
It's Gen X men of a certain age. I have a bias because I'm a West Coast girly pop, but like I said, it's men of a certain age, and I don't know what it is about that you feel that you need to disparage a certain group and punch down to make yourself feel better. But in any case, the movie that he's talking about is the Buzz Lightyear movie, the newest one that came out. And, there was a lesbian couple in that, and he says, oh, I don't want my grandson watching that because I'm afraid of lesbian movies. This is the same man that was in an episode of The L Word in 2006.
So again, people who choose to turn the blind eye, like, You'll work with lesbians to get that bag, but you have a problem with lesbians overall. Like, that's some bullshit.
And I would love to know if you're explaining to that same grandson about his grandmother owning a strip club. I would love to know if you're explaining to that same grandson what the cover art of your first album is, with dogs and thongs and all that stuff. Are we explaining that, or is it explicitly just for lesbian women?
First of all, I feel like, I don't want to say that he has a hate for women because I don't know him personally, but I hate the male chauvinistic tactics that men pull. It's like you rap about how you want to freak off with women and it's okay when women kiss women, but my grandson can't see it. Like, shut the fuck up.
I just think it's all ironic because, if we turn the time back to 1992 and 96 and stuff like that, these very critiques were placed on you. And there was a certain demographic that said, I don't want my child listening to Snoop Dogg because his lyrics are too nasty and it's glorifying gangsta life and all that stuff. And I don't want my grandson hearing you. So now that you've reached that age, you now will turn around and be the very thing that hated you. And have turned into that. And we watch that happen societally over and over and over again, where people, what's good for thee is, not good for me type shit. You know what I mean? And that's just, it's jarring and mind-boggling that you will become the very thing that was hated.
This is what I don't understand. It's like, so if you see, if kids know nothing about sexual intercourse or nothing about relationships, what do you think they gonna pick up from seeing two women that they wouldn't pick up from seeing a woman and a man? And why is a woman and a man so right? Like, you could live in a household with your father and your mother, like, and he could be beating her ass and he could just see a whole bunch of torment that make him traumatized or make any kid traumatized for the rest of their life, versus a kid growing up in a same-sex household that see love and this and everything, and you think, oh, this is going to make my child gay. Now, granted, kids do follow parents' ways, and that might very well be the case, but maybe it won't. But it's just like, You act like if you see same-sex couples, like you're automatically damned to fucking hell for watching that. If I'm making a point.
It is, and in those very same cartoons, like if we took cartoons literally to, in Beauty and the Beast, she's with a monster. So are children going to be with monsters? You know what I mean? And it's very normal and normalized.
And then at that, and I don't mean to cut you off, not only was you with a monster, you was made to be with the monster. You didn't want to be with him.
Yeah.
But you in the fucking house, he locked you out, he fucking kidnapped you, screamed at you until you softened up because fucking Mrs. T pot and kettle, and that's fucking delusion.
It is
at the very least, but at the end of the day,
cartoons.
Yes,
it's not real life. Yes,
well, I mean, Buzz Lightyear is a cartoon.
It is, and yes, there are same-sex couples in real life, but I want everyone to be fucking for real. I do.
Yes.
And just, look at the hypocrisy. Like, critical thinking is something that has diminished here in 2025. And, before that, I would say that it's diminished starting with 2015 and 16. Critical thinking has diminished, and it's just gotten worse. People don't want to think to tie their shoes now and have a hard time holding a mirror up. And we're in a place now where anybody with a keyboard and anybody with a phone and a camera can spew whatever they're thinking. We shouldn't have to hear everybody's thoughts.
Right. Well, look, I'm spewing my thoughts, and a lot of people might not agree with what I'm saying.
That's also true.
But again, it's a difference between morals, ethics, bullshit, facts, opinions, and all that. I'm not trying to say you have to agree with me. I'm just saying if you can listen to that bullshit, you can listen to me too. That's it. So Snoop Dogg, he could go to fucking hell with the bullshit that he's talking about.
Whatever. You don't necessarily have to go to hell, but everybody at some point in time, if you're going to call yourself growing as a human being, you do have to hold a mirror up to yourself sometimes too. And that's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.